Are you going to make up an excuse about Wirtz, sir? Because Wirtz.
No, you know what? I've said on record. I've said on record, and I will say live.
Go on.
I've said in our group, and I will say live on this podcast. I like Wirtz as a player. I think he's a brilliant player. I just personally wouldn't have spent that amount of money on him. I would have done 80 mil tops. Yeah, for Wirtz.
I agree.
I understand to a certain degree because of his age. And
tell everybody how much you spent on him.
So it's 105 mil.
120.
Let me finish. 105 mil, and then with add-ons, it goes up to just over 116. 116. People saying 120 because they rounded it up, but it's actually 105 mil, and then with add-ons, if he accomplishes certain things, he'll go up to 116.
Is he almost twice as good as Mbeumo?
Sure. Affinity Xtra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Xtra.
Yeah. People, this is boy here, Roger Moore here, alongside Marx. We're going to do a bit of a RVM show. We're going to be talking about everything football. Yeah, because we've got nothing else to talk about. We've got the guys. So for me, guys, just letting you know what I mean, I'm wearing the colours, it got just to,
he's trying to get under my skin. Yeah. This might be the last time you guys see Roger,
Yeah. Just
Everton top.
Shout out to my boy H. You know how we go. We go deep on these things. I don't want to. I was thinking of you guys when I bought this shirt. Now it happens anyway, man. But just making you know before we get into this, guys, that this show that I am, as a Man United fan, floating to the start of the season. So I'm just floating, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happens, whatever bees. But before we get into it, so before you Marx make this into some personal benefit thing, just say I'm just relaxed, I'm cool. We're going through the process of redeveloping the Man United itself. So in a couple more seasons, we'll just take over again for another couple of decades. So
basically, the translation of that is that he doesn't expect anything good to come out of Man United this season. So you're going to take every day as it comes because he has no hope, nothing to look forward to. He doesn't anticipate United finishing anywhere above 15th again. That's what the translation is.
That's been remixed by DJ Liverpool FC. But listen, we're here, man. There's loads of things going on. I think first and foremost, guys, we need to touch base about the Club World Cup.
Yes.
Success or failure?
I think it's a bit of both for me. It's a success in the sense of you have people watching it all over TV, going to the stadiums. Clubs which probably wouldn't have got the recognition before were able to get in there. And when I say recognition, all the clubs in there were basically champions of their respective countries in some kind of thing, whether it be the equivalent of a European tournament or a cup or whatever. Mm-hmm. But nobody in England, apart from the hardcore footballers, or in Spain would have been thinking about Flamengo or Al Hilal and all them kind of teams until the Club World Cup. So it did highlight all the teams, and obviously as well the quality that a lot of these teams possess, because sometimes we can just be in this bubble thinking Europe. But to see like the European teams getting had up by some of the Saudi teams and some of the Brazilian teams, it was like, wow, humbling for them. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I like the tournament. Well done for the Zone as well for making it available free to watch. I don't know if they're going to do that for every time the tournament's on, but for this one they did, so shout out to them for that.
And I think the platform, the portal was really good. I think it's a very slick, up-to-date, very social media-y. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to it, you go, they're asking questions through it.
That's because you have to upgrade. That's their way of forcing you to upgrade, because when you upgrade, you don't get none of that. Like, if you don't upgrade, we're going to spam you. Upgrade, you can watch all of this free, you get the 4K quality, and you're good. But I'd rather just stay with what I had and just deal with it.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't mind it, man. I didn't mind it at all. So, Chelsea is the champions.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, bro. I did not see that coming. I will be honest. I've disrespected Chelsea for the whole season.
Violation, bro.
they wasn't even in my running top 5 in terms of who was going to win this tournament. You know what I'm saying? So
look at the draw.
Yeah.
Look at the draw. I think what made a major difference is them buying Pedro.
Yeah. Them buying some of the good players, Pedro, like what you said. I don't make excuses for the teams, but I think when you see you play tougher teams, you put more effort into it and it tires you out more than when you've got teams where you can kind of just, breeze through. If you look at the teams that, for example, Chelsea had to go through to get to that stage, and then you look at the teams that people like PSG had to play, PSG were beating all the big boys.
Yeah.
Where Chelsea had like teams which nobody had heard of.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I think it plays, all those little things play a difference because, it formulates how the managers will do the substitutions. If Chelsea are dominating the team 3-0, I could play whoever I want to play now. We're through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
PSG playing teams like Bayern and whatnot, they know that they need to play their full strength for the full 90. So all these little things make a difference. But not to take anything away, Chelsea did well. It surprised me. Even when they got to the final, it surprised me. But yeah, they are the champions.
The PSG, man, they had to deal with Atletico Madrid first, killed them. A tough one against Bayern Munich, as you said. A tough one against Real Madrid. You know what I mean? And I think it was just they killed Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, Real Madrid got
battered.
Absolutely
battered.
Just. I mean, everybody thought it was light work, but the thing is, Chelsea just had a light work
against PSG.
Yeah.
That's why they say football is a funny thing. Football is a funny thing. Like anybody would have said PSG won that thing. They would have given it to PSG hands down. Anyway, PSG were the favourites.
Yeah,
I think before we talked, we were saying that finals, Chelsea were going to get battered.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I was here because I streamed. I streamed the game, and he was like, "Yo, Roger, maybe in town, man. I might have to pass through, but it's my son's birthday, so I couldn't do it."
Yeah.
So I was just watching the game. I was like,
"What's going on here?" Yeah.
I said, if I stream that, bro, I feel like a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Watch Chelsea win a game, bro, and celebrate with them. You're mad. But saying who celebrated with them, Donald Trump celebrated with them, innit?
That was a madness. And you got the FIFA president trying to call Trump away. He was not budging. The Chelsea players looking at him like, bro, what you doing?
And the Trump he took a medal and put it in his pocket. Like,
bro. That
Trump,
dude, bro.
Trump is just violating USA, but he's just violating you. He's like, I'm the president, I can do whatever I want, bro. And he's just taking it, me.
He's different.
Absolutely taking it, me. But success or not?
Yeah, I think it's success. I still need to figure out, and to be fair, I haven't done no research properly. I still need to figure out how they made their selections of the teams that were in that tournament.
I just want to work it out, man.
If someone said something to me that is the teams that were in it are the teams which they kind of run it like the World Cup. So whoever did stuff 4 years ago, this tournament, then the next one, you'll get Tottenham in it, Liverpool. So it works like that.
Okay.
So that's what they're saying to me, but yeah.
I don't think so. Because I had that the Red Bull.
Because they're in their country, innit? In their country, they were the dogs, the big dogs in their country.
Yeah, but But I'm like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but how have you got? Where's you had Juventus, the Italian team. So what you had welcome to the Dutch league. Is that high enough?
I don't know. Like I said,
I think the Dutch league's higher than
very much speculation at the moment. The only thing I'm thinking of is if what was said to me is true, and Tottenham are in it. Can you imagine Tottenham becoming club world champions after finishing 16th, 17th in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Because it says it'll be based off the European tournament that they won.
Yeah.
But they finished, and then they walk around saying that they're the best club in the world. I mean, I don't even want to hear Chelsea say that, to be fair.
They are saying that, bro.
I don't want to hear them say that.
Well,
they won the tournament, but they're not.
They're straight now.
For me, when you say best club in the world, I think it's got to be a rolling of the full season. So like when you see, for example, like City or Liverpool, where they've done like the triple or the quadruple or whatever, and then you go on to win that tournament on top of that, then you run.
Barca was that close, to get to the final of the European Cup. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it's just like, Yeah. You talk about, I mean, when you see no Barca at the tournament, no Man United, and you know what I mean, so crazy.
And that's why I'm saying I need to research what the selection process is so I know for sure, because
I think it's a brethren flex, bro. Because everything you say, it doesn't match up.
But you know what is interesting though, is that all this big fuss they were making about the Super League, that's all the Club World Championship is.
Yeah.
It's the Super League, but run by FIFA. That's all it is.
Yeah.
FIFA just didn't want the Super League to come about because they had no control of it, which means they would get no money from it. And that's why there was all this beef. But there's nothing that they've done
FIFA's
in this tournament that's no different than what they were proposing for the Super League.
Yeah, FIFA's straight mafia, bro. Straight mafia. Straight mafia flex with it, man. They control football in the world.
100%.
You absolutely control it. I think, but it's good. It's a good tournament. Like you said, it's good to see other teams, and you know what I mean. Fair play to it. So we go for the tournament. We spend honorable mention to women's football. They got the European and African.
I'll let you take the lead. I don't know nothing about women's football. I don't watch it. I'm not saying that I'm not saying anything about it. I just personally don't watch it.
But we encourage women to be healthy and to get out there and play sports. Yes,
definitely, 100%.
Yes,
100%. Go and do that. You know, I coach out a club which has like multiple like female teams, both from all ages. So I ain't got nothing against female football. I just personally don't watch it.
Cool.
So I can't comment on it.
I leave that to you. So I watch a couple of highlights and it's like, bro, I'm sure I'm good enough. But now England's going on with things. They do little comebacks. But guys, you got to show me, man. Women's football is I'm scared to watch a full game. You know what I'm saying? I think what made it more scary is when Jamaica got mashed up by England. I just said, I'm not even interested, So, but honorable mention, I believe that Nigeria's women are doing really well in the African nations, women's football, and Morocco's doing their thing, and Spain, England, and all them guys are doing their thing. So, let's see what happens. France looking strong, so the usual stuff. But I do believe, especially in England, it is basically a middle class sport. It's like straight middle class sport. There's no access for young people from the inner city areas, urban areas, whether they're white, black, or Asian. And that's reflective in the England team. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the football team, it's something totally different from males. So something that we need to address when it comes to women from the urban areas who tend to be our complexions. We have to look at your health and how you carry on sports afterwards, and how we encourage your clubs doing it on there. So something that we need to really look at. And the support for women to go a bit much more further. It's hard as it is for boys, but I think that because of the tangible benefits, the tangible things seen, the money that's involved with male football, parents are more to be, parents are more like it's a sacrifice. They don't look at the personal and physical development of young women spending them still doing sports right into their 20s and 30s, and stop bailing out in sports at the age of 14, 15. Heavy encouragement. So big up to the women that keep that play sports past them ages there anyway. Yeah.
I mean I don't watch, like I said, I don't watch women's football, but I do. There's a number of other female sports which I do enjoy watching, like the boxing, UFC, the tennis, which absolutely phenomenal. I was having the same discussion with a friend of mine. Like, I actually now enjoy watching the female boxing more than I do the male one, because they go all out and it's like, it's mad.
Okay,
it's actually really enjoyable.
But I have noticed WWE is basically 50-50 women and men when it comes to highlights.
Yeah, it is. They're very good with that. And even like the weekend gone, they had a pay-per-view show. Well, you don't pay for it now because it's all on Netflix, but essentially a pay-per-view show, and it was just an all-women show. So I think when it comes to people like WWE, and they just know how to get that whole thing going.
Because I saw that come up now on Netflix now, WWE. Something else is coming on Prime. NBA.
Yeah, a lot of sports are moving to Prime. NBA is going to be definitely moving on to Prime. NFL, there's talks about NFL going to Prime. Sorry, NFL going to Netflix. Sorry. But yeah, a lot of these sports now are seeing that, where the money is and where the people are is on these streaming platforms. So that's where they're going to. For a long time, they've been dominated by the TV thing like Sky and whatnot. And like, is Sky going to win? Is TNT going to win? But now everyone can see, look, we invest in Netflix, we invest in Prime, we get a lot more viewers, and in turn, that means a lot more money for us.
Is MLS Apple, isn't it?
Yeah. Apple have MLS right now, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they do have some of the NFL as well, or they did for a period of time as well.
No, baseball.
Was it baseball?
I think it's baseball.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure it's baseball. I'm sure if I check it, it'd be baseball.
But
man.
yeah, the American sports is definitely going through Apple at the moment. But there has been rumors of the NFL coming over to Netflix, joining WWE there. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Nah, that's calm. All right, then let's get back to the meaty stuff now. Anyway, so we've done all the pretty stuff. First quarter of the show. Wait, let's get all mean. Lord, where do we start?
Transfers?
Bro, where do we start? That's the only thing that's going on right now, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there've been some good transfers though.
Yeah.
There've been some good transfers. Let's talk about the transfers our teams are doing first, and then we can kind of move on to the overall.
Okay,
thing.
cool. Go on.
So,
are you going to make up an excuse about Wirtz, because Wirtz?
No, you know what? I've said on record. I've said on record, and I will say live.
Go on.
I've said in our group, and I will say live on this podcast. I like Wirtz as a player. I think he's a brilliant player. I just personally wouldn't have spent that amount of money on him. I would have done 80 mil tops. For Wirtz.
I agree.
I understand to a certain degree because of his age.
And tell
all that
everybody
kind of stuff,
how much you spent on him.
So it's 105 mil.
120.
Let me finish. 105 mil, and then with add-ons, it goes up to just over 116.
60.
116. People saying 120 because they rounded it up, but it's actually 105 mil, and then with add-ons, if he accomplishes certain things, he'll go up to 116.
Is he almost twice as good as Mbeumo?
Wait. I will take him over Mbeumo. That's the first thing I'll say. I will definitely 100% take him over Mbeumo. I think he's a better player in all fields other than physicality, because Mbeumo's a lot stronger. But I think Wirtz is a better player than Mbeumo is. But double the money, no. And I've already said that I would only have spent 80 mil on Wirtz. And obviously, United are saying they're going to be spending about 70 mil.
You would say that's a fair play.
I think Mbeumo, again, I wouldn't have spent that much on him. For me, he's at this stage in his career, he's a 50 mil player.
I haven't seen.
And I think United agree, because United didn't want to spend that much. Their first bid was about 50 mil.
Yeah, so you see Musiala, he's better than Wirtz.
Yes, and Musiala leaving Bayern now wouldn't go for less than 120. 100%.
Okay, cool. So you're comfortable with that.
Yeah. I would take
Name me a successful German player in the Premier League. Because
what, now or past?
Past.
Ballack.
Was he that successful?
He won trophies, so yeah.
Bro, Shevchenko won trophies in this country, but he wasn't successful. I wouldn't see him as a leader. Okay, cool.
As a football player, right? You only got two things to do in your life.
Was Ruud van Nistelrooy
earn money and win trophies. He did both. Okay. So he's successful.
So you think he was amazing in the Premier League?
Who Ballack?
Yeah, I'm talking about successful as a baller.
Gundogan, Man City, won multiple trophies.
Okay, Gundogan.
Yeah.
Of Turkish descent. Okay, cool. Yeah.
You have to add that, everybody.
Yeah. Musiala of non-German. I'm talking about German.
There've been players which have come over here and they've been successful. The thing is,
listen, we've had one.
Okay,
Swansea.
It all comes down to what you clarify success. Because, like I said,
Havertz,
from a football perspective,
Werner,
right, all you got to do is earn money and win trophies, and that is success in football.
Let me go through a couple for you. Havertz, is he success? I would say no.
No.
Werner. You have to think.
You have to. I don't like Werner, but you have to say, based on what I've just said, you have to say Werner. Yeah.
What? Yes, he is successful.
He's been at Chelsea and won multiple trophies.
Well, I'm talking about as baller. Are we playing ball on the pitch? Are you going to pick him as he come out? We're picking out 11. Did they get picked?
No, see, that's not what success is. Because if you're saying that, right?
Yeah, guys, you got to
if you're saying that, then because like I wouldn't pick Henderson, yeah, right, in my top 11. But nobody in English football is going to doubt that he's been successful in the Premier League. Because he's won Premier League titles, he's won European titles, he's won FA Cups and League Cups.
So you have me up on the technicality now. So what I'm saying is, has any German really come over here and balled out?
Okay, if you're just talking about ballers, right? Just Germans that come over here and just been ballers.
Klinsmann
Right?
did a little sting.
Klinsmann did a thing, definitely. He's probably got to be your number one person that you say that.
Have they come over and actually added to, you know, like when Zola came over and they would go, woo, is that how Italians go on? You see when Henry comes over and they go, yo, this is the land of the French.
It's hard to answer that question solely because, that if you're talking about ballers, right, then most times you say, is he a baller? Yeah, you're looking for a German player that's come over here and he's been like a Vinicius, he's been like a Ronaldo, he's been like a Messi, blah, blah. But if you're talking about a German player that's come over to England and whatever position he's in, he's done well in that position, then there's plenty. Ballack, Hamann, Gundogan, Ozil, they've done well in their position. Lehman. So,
got sent
like,
off.
you know what I'm saying? So you're talking about people that Lehman, for example, right? I wouldn't turn around and say Lehman, right, for me is or was as good as like Alisson or Edison or even like Schmeichel or whatever. But he was a good German keeper. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's hard to answer that question. They weren't like superstar levels, in my opinion. But I would have them in my team because they were solid and they did the job they needed to do.
So where are you playing Wirtz? Whatever his name. What's his name? Wirtz.
Yeah. So it looks like Diaz is going. Diaz has said he wants to go. Bayern are coming in with another bid. Looks like he's going. So for me, right now, our front three looks like it's going to be Wirtz, Salah, and Etiquette up front. That's what it looks like the front three is going to be.
What about Gakpo?
Gakpo was a sub player that was playing on the bench, going between him and Diaz, and I think he's going to continue doing that. And don't forget, he played bench either where Diaz was or where Jota was. You know what I'm saying? So, and he might get more game time now because, like I said, we only
David Luiz is going to be looking to go in it.
Yeah, so we'll see like what happens there. Luis Diaz is definitely going. Nunez is going. So Gakpo will get more game time anyway. Because we're going to have less attackers. Unless after we get Etiquette, we end up going to sign someone else.
Okay, cool. You happy with the Etiquette?
I like him as a player. He kind of reminds me of, potential-wise, he reminds me of
Solanke.
No, of a Walcott. Walcott was a player that had potential, but he just didn't meet it. But this guy, he's got a lot of potential. He's got pace. He's got the skill. He's shown that he's got the ability to score. So it will just be interesting to see. The thing for me is that any team player that goes and plays up front, and he's at Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, even Man United do it as much as I banter, you want that person to be scoring about 20, 25 goals for you a season.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I think that a big part of that, it comes down to the players around you. And I think that he's going to have enough of the quality players around him to enable him to score those goals.
Okay.
I think Højlund has that quality, but he didn't have the players. I think if you had like Diallo was out for a lot of the season for United. If he was in for most of the season and Højlund was there and you had someone that was decent on your left, Højlund maybe would have scored more because having good attackers allows you to stay more central rather than having to drift to left, right, all that kind of stuff.
You're working too hard.
And assisting,
Working too hard there. Now, okay, cool. So you're happy with that. And
what about your transfer so far? You happy with them?
Oh, well, Cunha and Mbeumo, if you told me that.
Mbeumo's not finalised yet, but he looks like he's coming,
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, I can sneak that in. I'm happy with them too.
Yeah.
I think the problem is getting these guys out. Sancho, which is close to going. I think Juventus is interested in him. Barca is about to. Can't believe it. And do you agree with Sheringham? Rashford don't deserve to go to Barca. Oh, okay. Fair play to the youth.
I hear what he's saying.
Fair play to the
The thing
youth.
is, he's saying that as a Man United fan, he wanted Rashford to come there and be banging and doing something great for United. It didn't work. So now he's thinking, you didn't do it for us, so why did you deserve to go to Barcelona? I'm looking at it from a different perspective here, right?
Look at Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He come did the business, and then go on to Spain and go Real Madrid.
But this is the thing.
But he's on the total opposite.
Yeah, but
violated.
This is the thing for me, right? That Rashford has shown that he's a good player. He's gone to Villa. He's gone to Villa, right? And we've seen better glimpses of Rashford when he was at Villa than he was at United for the whole season where he was there.
Okay, cool.
Rashford for me, right? Like, okay, the other day I was watching a video of when Vinicius first came to Real Madrid.
Oh, he's dead food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what did he do to deserve to be in Real Madrid team? But they saw something. Okay, we get this guy. We can get him to develop. We get him to his best year, right? He can become a top player, which is what he did. And that same video showed about 4 or 5 other top players which had gone to Real Madrid and Barca and whatever. People look at people like Dembele now. You know what I'm saying? Man was at Barcelona doing absolutely nothing. Goes to PSG, gets his opportunity. Now people are saying that he's a world-class player. When he was at Barcelona, no one was giving him his flowers. So Sheringham is talking as from a Man United's perspective, someone that's loyal to Man United. He's going to be in the old guard when he's all like 80 odd up in there sitting alongside all the other old guys. But from a football perspective, Rashford, right, if he's going to Barcelona, let the boy go and play his game and see what he does. It's not about whether he deserves it or not. Barca have seen what they think they could use for their team. So that's down to Barca. It's not about how well he's done for his team, whether he deserves a move.
Yeah.
Even with Mbemo, for example, or even that this like Noni Mandreke, Arsenal fans are cussing about that. But the fact is, he's been bought because they've got a plan in terms of what they want to do next season, and they're thinking to themselves that he can come there and do a job. That's all it comes down to in the end, regardless of what he's done for his club. That's all it comes down to.
Okay. But I still feel Rashford. But if he gets to Barca, all the best for you, Rash.
I'll give you another example, bro.
You know what?
Salah.
Go smash it. Go
Salah
smash
went
it.
to Chelsea, he went to Roma. Yeah, he was not the Salah that's at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because if he was, Roma wasn't letting him go. Chelsea wasn't letting him go.
Exactly.
So sometimes you just got to take risk on a player and trust that it's going to work out. And that's what Barca are doing.
That's what Barca did. I think that, let's do it. Yeah. So here we go. Get rid of him, you know. Bless his heart. See you later, mate. But for me, I'm just disappointed how it all ends. And I think that's a bit of too much power to the players, big thanks to social media. Before the narrative could be controlled and young people couldn't say what... Like Roy Keane, as much as his mouthy now, you never heard his mouth when he was back in the day. Because Ferguson controlled the media around the whole place.
I think you had different type of managers now. I mean, we've got good managers now. Yeah, right. But Pep, in fact, Pep and Klopp are probably the exceptions. But when you look at the managers now, which are at Brentford, Newcastle, all this kind of stuff, those are not the same kind of managers that you had in the Premier League like 20 years ago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about people like Alex Ferguson was a different breed of manager. They were like the hardcore Scottish man that he's not going to take no crap. You can't talk to him in a certain way. He'll get rid of you. You're rude to Alex Ferguson. By the following week, you're on the transfer list. You know what I'm saying? Straight. And those were the kind of managers that were there from back in the day, which were different breeds. You know what I'm saying? Allardyce and whatnot. All these guys from old school managers, they were brought up in a way where it's their way or you're done. You know what I'm saying? Managers now, right? Some of these managers now that are there are just only a few years older than the players that they're managing. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're probably just as much into TikTok and whatnot as the players are.
Yeah, man.
So I think it's the managing thing is different. Obviously, football's changed. You know what I'm saying? It's gone from man like Keane being able to go on the pitch and going all out to break a man's legs to now, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot more sweet football. So football's changed, and as a result of that, the players have changed.
Yep, changed very much so. So Sancho, I don't know what, he's going to hopefully go to Juventus. I think, as much as I believe in his talent that he came to Man United with, and I really expected him to really go off from there. But I feel like, again, a bit of, yes, Ten Hag is Ten Hag. But I do feel that he kind of messed up a bit for me. And he didn't really show his talent. He showed a bit of talent in Chelsea, but not enough to say that he should be getting paid £270,000, £80,000 a week. You've got to turn out, no matter what, bro. You're banging off, bro.
But again, is that a problem with the players or is that a problem with the club?
Oh.
The only reason I say that is because Sancho wasn't doing this stuff in Dortmund. Do you know what I'm saying? He's come over to United and then suddenly something's changed. Pogba, obviously, he was always in the news for certain things, but the stuff he was doing at United, he wasn't doing at Juventus. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of these players that United are bringing in, apart from the ones which have come through the ranks at United, a lot of these players they're bringing in which have not worked out or they're cussing, these players weren't going through that in the team they were before at United.
Okay.
They come to United, these things have changed, and suddenly they're the worst player in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Anthony is a typical example. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's cussing him. Man's gone over to Spain and banged off. And when it comes to United, like the past 2-3 seasons, any player that's left your club has actually become a better player. McTominay was killing it.
Bro.
So for me,
he's an alright front set.
so it's not for me. It's not the problem with Man United isn't just the players. There's something happening. Well, I don't know if it's at the coaching level, the managing level, or how they mentor or manage the players. Something's happening that's affecting players that's come in there, which is why I was saying when I heard about Cunha, is that let's hope Cunha doesn't go there and just become someone that just folds into what's happening there. And there needs to be a change of the whole system. And Ratcliffe might be the right guy to get it going.
No, 100%. I think they have to have an Anthony. It's a shame about him, but not worked out. There's a lot of duds they bought over the past.
Yeah.
You know, not last season, but the season before. And I wouldn't. In all due to respect, I think Casemiro's first season was amazing for us. I think it was solid. But then you just saw his age kind of catch up with him. But then you see
again, is that his fault?
But then you see him kind of come back into the team and become more of a mainstay when you got Ati and Mainu.
The thing is, when you see you're managing a team, especially when you've got aging players like Casemiro, like I said, Casemiro came. Part of the reason he did good for you the first season, one, we know that whenever you see a player comes in, usually their first season they try to do their best, win the fans over, win the manager over, make sure they're solid. First, they're in the team in the first 11 all the time, right? But when you've got an aging player like Casemiro, whoever you play alongside him in the midfield has to be able to support him, because Casemiro's not going to make the runs. No. He's not going to be doing certain things. So, okay, let him just sit there, hold up that position as a DM that he is, and then whoever's sitting alongside of him could be the one to go forward a bit more. But you've got Eriksen, which is just as old as Casemiro there. He's not going to be making the same runs as if you had like a McTominay that would go and do certain things. Yeah. So again, that's some things we look and we say to players, but sometimes it comes down to decision making at the club. It's like, why would United need a defender and then rather than say, no, let's go and look for a young defender, spend 15, 20 million on him, bring back Johnny Evans? It made no sense to me. The guy's already aging and doing whatever, come towards the end of his career. You just revitalize his career for him by bringing him back. And you know what's proof that you didn't need to do that? Because towards the end of second half of last season, you guys started playing some of your young defenders. Heaven. So he could have come in from then. Yeah, but I think they only just got Heaven. I think Heaven, they got United. I don't know if people recognise they've been buying a load of young talent. That's gonna be interesting. But that's gonna be interesting. In the next 2-3 years, they've basically and they're just spending a couple million on each player. You know what I mean? And they're ballers. Because like a lot of time when they buy these players, if you go online, you watch the reels and stuff like that, or you look at some of the videos they've had from the youth teams where they've come from. These players are ballers. And in my opinion, seriously, as young as they are, if I was United, I'll do Klopp and play some of these young players.
Give them opportunity. Because I heard today that the Kone, which is a young midfielder where they're going to get him out experience, I think he's impressed that much. But they're looking to keep in the mix. And this stops you from going, okay, that's going to be a fourth choice. It stops you from spending stupid money in the area and focus and get the striker. Because I think we just need United a striker. So if you've got no offense to Højlund could bang off again this season. You never know. You know what I mean? People will laugh at that one, but you just don't know. You know what I mean? I've seen man like Forlan. You remember Forlan?
Oh yeah.
Forlan could not score to save his life.
But everybody knew he was a world-class striker. It was a mystery.
I think 49 games.
Crazy, isn't it?
I'm saying, he couldn't score. He scored one goal for United. Went to Atletico Madrid and he balled out.
Yeah. It's a strange thing.
How many games do you reckon it was? I was sure it was about 40 odd games.
I remember it.
How
I remember
many?
Liverpool had a similar experience with Suarez. When the first season Suarez came,
Is it?
we were frustrated with him because the guy kept hitting the post. I've never seen a player so unlucky here, right? This first season for Suarez, he scored goals, but this guy was missing like crazy. Hitting posts, it became a meme in the media over the post they kept hitting. But second season, him and Sturridge went on a thing.
Yeah, this come up. Diego Forlan, Specs, making his Man United. Forlan managed to score only 17 times in 97 appearances. Bro,
that's crazy, bro.
That is disgraceful.
And
but the joke is,
people, that Forlan, when he came to United, the guy was already a top striker.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So when you got him, like as far as you're concerned, you're getting a guy in that's going to come in there and carry on banging goals.
I'm just checking out. Forlan was signed for 6.9 million. You know what I'm saying? So it was go. That's it. Yeah, that's it, man. He made his debut as a substitute for Ali. Oh, that's crazy. He made his first start. But when was his first goal? He scored his first goal for Man United in the 89th minute. Penalty kick in a 5-2 win.
Look at that. Man went to Villarreal, was scoring goals. Went to Atletico Madrid after, was scoring goals. And the stats show that he was scoring, it'll be equivalent to at least one every other game.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
He's scoring at a striker rate.
Yeah.
So for me, you never can know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't Højlund, you can't. I still feel there's something there with him.
He's a good striker.
Because, bro, when I see the size of him, bro, he's a monster.
And a good example of that is look how badly Haaland started last season. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't score for City.
Yeah,
so
true.
I think strikers just go through periods, and sometimes, when they realize they don't score as well, then you start talking about them putting their head down, like, they get into that mode where it affects their gameplay, and maybe that's what happened to him. But no doubt Højlund has the ability. His positioning worries me, but generally his ability is good. I think that's why I said earlier that if he's got quality alongside him, we might see a different side. Now Diallo's back. If you can get a full season at Diallo playing on the right wing, you need someone decent on the left. You might see a different Højlund. You need stronger midfielders, though.
Yeah. No, 100%, decent. Okay, and are you still reckon that we should sell Onana?
I don't think you should sell him. I've said 100 times. I just didn't know why you got him in the first place. There's no difference between him and De Gea. But now that you've got him, who's out there available?
That's better than him.
That's going to want to come.
No, that's better than him.
There's plenty of goalkeepers better than him. Let's not get it twisted. There's plenty of goalkeepers better than Onana. Do you know what I'm saying? Even the young guy that Liverpool just got, I'll take him ahead of Onana. But who's available and wants to, and is willing to come? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the problem. You don't really want to buy somebody. If you're going to get someone to replace Onana, that person has to already be playing first team for their club. You don't go and buy someone that's like their cup goalkeeper, bring him in and make him your first team keeper. So I think Onana you need to keep. But to be fair, even some of them...
Okay, Martinez. There's talks about Martinez, bro.
If you had Martinez, you guys would have conceded less goals this season.
100%. And the thing is, I said to Steve, we was watching Man United versus Villa here, and I said to Steve, Martinez is trying to get a game out, man. That's why he got sent off against Ojo. I said, he's that guy that does that to talk to the chairman to say, I want to come here while he's getting changed in the shower. So forget Villa. I need to move on from Villa. You know what I'm saying?
And it might still happen. Martinez might still come. I don't know. But if he does come, that definitely means Onana has to go, because Onana's not going to want to play second keeper to Martinez.
Who would want him? Saudi?
Saudi already come in for a minute. They already said they're interested in him. It'll just be a case of whether United want to sell him and wherever he wants to go. It sounds bad to say. Most of these African players do go because the amount of money that the Saudi players, the Saudi teams offer, they're African players. That's the kind of money when you're growing up in the ghetto in Africa or in the Caribbean or whatever. Yeah, you say to yourself, that's money for my family. You take it. I will take it.
I'm saying like Duran in it. Duran ain't there, bro.
I will take it. So it's like,
hey, yes, that's a left side one. But if we picked up Duran,
that could be a good look as well. Duran on your left.
And Duran in the middle.
Is he going to give you 20, 25 goals?
Duran, that was at Villa.
Yeah, is he going to give you 20, 25 goals a season?
Do you think he's going to give you goals?
He wasn't giving Villa that amount, so why would he give United that
Of course, he was giving Villa amounts. He was dangerous, bro.
He was dangerous, bro. Come on.
Listen, bro. Sorry, let me check him stats. Or would you say Duran or Tony?
I'll take Tony over Duran.
Sure.
Yeah. The only difference is Duran is much younger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think Tony is a more clinical striker. Let's see.
Bro, imagine we get Tony.
Yeah, look, like, he was at Villa. Duran only had 55 games for Villa, and he only scored 12 goals, bro. So it's like, you weren't doing nothing special. He's nearly scored more goals at Al Nassr now than he did at Villa. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Duran's not a 20 goal. In fact, look at his history. He's not been at any team and scored more than 12 goals, bro. So he's not the guy. What I'm saying is, like, any team that's a top team, regardless of where United finished last season, the fact is, banter aside, United is one of the biggest clubs in football.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
top four,
and it
could
arguably be the biggest club in English football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you think of United, you think of United being a team that is supposed to be challenging top three. Really, the top four right now should be Man City, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool. That should be the top four.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're thinking about that, United need a striker that is going to be doing the same thing that Salah will be doing, Haaland will be doing. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing about Arsenal. They haven't got a striker like that, but that's what you need. You need someone that's going to get goals, because especially when your team's not playing well, you need someone that, our team's not playing well, but if he gets one chance, he's putting it in. That's the kind of person you need. And that's not Duran, definitely not.
But how are we producing strikers like that now?
Are you talking about United or this country?
Just the world.
Yeah. We've got strikers like that in the world. Why are United not going for Cisco?
No, there is talks about.
Why is United not going for Jokovic?
I think the problem with United is this: whoever's decent, they want Champions League football, and if there's no option, if nobody wants Sesko, we can't go for Sesko until Jokovic goes to Arsenal. Once Sesko knows that nobody else will go to him, he'll go, you know what, I'm going to go to Man United. I can spend a season outside the Champions League and build a team up and try and get them in the Champions League. That's the problem with United right now. You can't get a striker. Like, Jokovic would go to Old Trafford if they got put the money up. But the problem is, he wants no European football. And that's the problem that United have. So they almost have to wait now for the next load of good players. So they bought the Leon guy in, who's apparently done all right against Leeds, by what this is saying. He did all right. And you've got two wingers that replace basically Anthony, Rashford and Sancho. Without them three players, we were lightweight in the wings, yeah?
If I was United, because here's the problem is that if you, let's just say, I'm not saying that's the case, but if, let's say for argument's sake, United need this striker to help them get back into top places. But then we're arguing that top strikers are not going to come to United, then your hope is on United have to do better next season in order for the transfers to be better, for us to get into European football, so that we can get more money into the club. There's a whole chain. If I was United right now, United, we know, like I said, they're one of the biggest clubs, which means every season they're making a certain amount of money, even just from the sponsorships and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
I would say, look, let's target a striker. We know he ain't got European football to offer him. Let's just give him money. Throw money at him. Give him 250, 300,000. Get a top striker.
That's the problem with Osimhen. That's Osimhen's situation that we have. Is that basically Osimhen? Okay, right. There's Osimhen, but he wants the bag. He wants the bag.
I'll give him the bag. You need a striker like that. Someone that's going to come in. Okay, we're United. We want to get back into the run-ins. We need someone that's going to get the goals. That even when our team is playing crap, if Fernandes does one through pass, that guy's going to get that one goal. And if we win 1-0, we 1-0, but we're still 3 points.
So
get Osimhen. If he says to you, okay, I'll come, give me 275,000, give the guy the 275,000. Because if he's going to get you back into the top 3, you'll make that money back.
Yeah. So would you go Osimhen or Jackson?
There's no question.
What
is that? What is that? What is that? Why are you even asking me that, bro? Osimhen or Jackson? That's not a question. That's not a question, bro. That's like asking me if I want hard or bread or I don't know, some Tesco bread.
Mighty White.
Bro, like, there's no question. What is that? Jackson or Embremo? I mean, Jackson or Osimhen. What is that, bro? I mean, Jackson, don't disrespect Jackson, man. You're a decent player, yeah, but you're not an Osimhen when it comes to goal scoring.
Yeah. I think Jackson he's not good in front of goal.
No,
he's not lethal
you know
enough.
what? Jackson for me, and people are going to say,
He does all the hard work.
Jackson for me would be a Thierry Henry before he came to Arsenal. A nice wing player. Because Thierry, when he was at Juve, was it Juve? Was it Juve? I think it was.
He went to Monaco, went to Juve. He was for a season. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
But he was a winger anyway.
Yeah.
I think Jackson would be better as a winger. He's got the pace. He's got the ability to get past players dribbling. I think if Chelsea want to get goals, let Liam Delap, because they've got Delap already, let him be your striker. Put Jackson on the left. Sancho on the right.
He works hard, works hard for the team.
He works hard for the team, but he's a Nunez, bro. Nunez plays hard for Liverpool, but he doesn't get the goals that we need.
Yeah.
Jackson had a miraculous spurt for a period.
Yeah.
Like there was a glitch in the Matrix.
He scored about 8 goals against Tottenham, innit? Yeah, 8 goals against Tottenham.
There was a glitch in the
High line,
Matrix.
high line.
So he suddenly started scoring goals. But
Yeah.
then when the Matrix come back to alignment, it's Jackson.
Yeah. No,
And ask me Jackson or Osimhen, what is this?
That's the question, bro.
I feel like I'm being punked.
Man, I kill him off, man. But no, we definitely need a striker. Well, we're gonna get into some other stuff before time runs out. We didn't focus about Man United, man. But anyway, let's look. What else has been happening? Tottenham got my boy from Hammers.
Oh yeah.
What are you saying?
I think Tottenham are doing some decent business, or they're trying to do some decent business, especially like this Morgan Gibbs White situation. It's like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was over the line, and now Forest saying basically that they tapped him up beforehand. So now that's a big no-no in football.
See that chairman in at Forest? Yo, bro. He's sort of guy that has when he come into his office, he's chopping meat,
Yeah,
boom,
bro.
boom,
Listen.
boom. Man's got
and the thing is, he made a statement which he said, like, look, if Tottenham don't sort themselves out and things don't work out, this guy's got another 3 years in his contract. We're happy to keep him and then make him play for us. That's fine. We're not bothered. And I think they generally believe that, like, if he goes, cool, they'll get money, they'll buy another player. But if he ends up staying, they're happy because they've got a quality player there anyway.
Yeah. Well, they got here as well, Madueke.
Yeah.
Are Arsenal fans totally violating, disrespectful?
They are. And this is the funny thing.
Go on.
And I heard this said on Arsenal fan TV, and it's so true. These are the same Arsenal fans which were having a go at Liverpool, in that game where they were disrespecting Trent, when they were booing that he was leaving. And I know the situation is a bit different, but the point still being is this year, wherever your guy on, wherever you believe he's going to do whatever or not, your club has signed him. There's a difference if you make your voice heard before the signing. We don't want this guy, this is the guy we want, blah, blah. Your club has signed him. He's now your dude. You get behind him. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. Like, you may not necessarily, you might think that someone else is better, but Madueke right now is an Arsenal player. And I said earlier, Arteta's seen something that he thinks is going to work for him next season. Get behind your player. Support him. Done. So for me, I ain't got nothing to say about Madueke. If he was being touted for Liverpool, like any other fan, I would have, we all got our opinion. I would have said, we would prefer to get that player. But once he's come to Liverpool, cool. Now my thinking goes from saying we want this player to thinking, okay, how can he work in the team?
Yeah, man.
That's what Arsenal players. I think they need to get off their horse and just get behind the guy. Don't forget he's young. A young black guy, so he's athletic. He's got a lot to give to Arsenal. Let's not make it get twisted. He's not rubbish.
He's in the English setup. You know what I mean? So he's
not rubbish, bro. He's just not what Arsenal wanted. Because like we've sat here, we've talked about Arsenal need this, Arsenal need that. So Arsenal fans know that, So when they see Madueke and they're thinking, that's not what we need. We need Sesko. We need Gyökeres. Why are we getting Madueke? That's the problem. But Madueke is not rubbish. He's a different player, but he will give Arsenal something. I personally would play Madueke in terms of attack ahead of Martinelli. That's just me.
Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, here's some more stuff that's coming out of woodwork now anyway, still, Right, what is going to happen to Crystal Palace? You've got Eze and Madueke, not Madueke, what's the striker for them? So I'm saying Madueke all the time.
Edward.
The big brother up front.
Edward, isn't it?
No, not Edward. Not Eduardo. Not Edward. It's Mateta, is it?
Oh yeah, Mateta.
Mateta, yeah. Yo, obviously Liverpool had first-hand experience of him clapping you up and lucky slapping you about a couple of times. You know, Van Dijk get manhandled a couple of times by Mateta, but bro, he's a decent striker.
He is. He's a decent striker, and I like strikers which are.
Do you think
big.
he could do something at Old Trafford? Go back to Old Trafford.
Maybe.
You sound nervous.
No, the good thing, like what I like about strikers which are big like him, I like the ones which are big and they use their weight to bully defenders. When you see you're big and you're good for nothing, that's the problem I had with Origi at Liverpool. The guy was 188, which is tall. You know what I'm saying? That's taller than me. But he was never using his body balance or nothing to really get past players or to hold the ball up or nothing like that. But Mateta, you know, he's a threat. And when you got a player like that, I'm talking about Mateta would be a threat to the best of strike defenders. Van Dijk, you know, whoever it is, he'll be Gabriel, he'll be a threat. You know what I'm saying? Whichever team he's in. So if he goes to United, again, as long as he's got the right players around him to support, he could do a job. He did a job for Crystal Palace, so why is he not going to do it for United? And on paper, United have a better team. So,
okay, yo, that's a striker out there. Now, the thing is, I do feel we have to wait to the end of because a lot of clubs will be in for him anyway. So you've got Eze, yeah. Arsenal's linked to Eze.
They've been linked to Eze for a minute though, because this is not the first season that Arsenal have been linked to Eze. I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's more to do with the fans. I think it's more about the fan clubs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, why would you get Mendueke? No, they won't get Eze now. That deal's done.
Yeah.
If they don't get Eze, he would have been first through the door. You know
It
would have cost them about the same amount.
Yeah, if not more.
Maybe.
He's
a Crystal Palace superstar, no doubt. So they would have wanted money for him.
Do you think he's better than what Zaha was before he left Crystal Palace to go Man United? Or did Zaha just left Man United?
Zaha's a different player.
Yeah.
Eze is like a tiki-taka. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, he's got the movement and all this kind of stuff. Zaha is a bit of that. He's also a bit of Mateta because he has strength that he can get past players and hold up the ball. And Zaha was more of a threat as a striker. I don't know. That's a tough one. I think they're two completely different players.
But do you think who is if when all the laces, his shoes are dropped, and we look back at things in 20 years' time, God sparing life, are you going to look at the greatest at the two? Like you look at Ian Wright and Bright, Everyone talks about Ian Wright over Bright, but Bright was a baller.
Yeah.
Without Bright back then days, but still you look at Ian Wright as the one.
Between them, I think if I had to choose the player that I prefer, especially if I was putting a team together, I think I'll take Eze. I really do. Zaha is a great baller, but I think just in terms of how I would set up my team, and I'll take Eze. I think.
Eze. Okay, cool. That's cool.
I think Eze as well can play in more positions across the front, because obviously he can play up top. He can play behind the striker. He can play on the wides. Where I think Zaha was just like left and up top. So
cool.
I think I'll take Eze.
Okay, I forgot to mention, honorable mention about, I'm keeping an eye on my Real Madrid links anyway. So Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Would you have him?
Well, we've approached Real Madrid about Rodrigo, so there have been like words about whether he's available. Obviously Arsenal as well. I did see something about Man United also thinking about Rodrigo, but the problem for United will be what we talked about is Rodrigo's coming from a team where he was guaranteed European football. Yeah. So that's going to be the
guaranteed trophies.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a top player. The talk seems to have died down a bit about him recently. Yeah. But I think any team he goes to in the Premier League, I think he'll do
fine.
bits.
Yeah, he'll do bits. Now, I heard that in the background, guys, you hear it first here on the UK, that you guys looking to lose your centre back next to Van Dijk in the next season. He's on his last year of his contract.
Konate.
Yeah. And Real Madrid's lining him up, and he's learning Spanish. So another defender in Liverpool is learning. He's learning Spanish.
I don't know what's changed at Liverpool.
Yeah,
over the past 2 years.
Yeah.
But something has changed at Liverpool where we're not tying these guys down because Van Dijk and Trent, even though Trent's head had been kind of turned to Real Madrid, Van Dijk, Trent and Salah at one point all came forward and said that there's nothing come on the table for them from Liverpool. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it's a madness. You can't have a player that's it's just in your first 11. Any player in your first 11 playing at least 20, 25 goals a season for you, right? You can't let them get down to the last 2 years of their contract because if you see you can't sort them out in the first part of that 2 years, then what tends to happen is they just say, okay, I've only got 1 year left now. I'm going to wind it down and then choose my options from there. Once you see they're in the last 3 years, you offer them that 6-7 year contract. I don't know what Liverpool are doing.
So
if Klopp was in charge still, I probably wouldn't fare as much because Klopp, the way Klopp signed players, he was usually very successful. Whoever he brought in, he was. No. He had a very high success rate. Where with Slot, I've not seen too much of what he's done. He's brought in Wirtz. I've already said my thoughts in terms of the value. Frimpong, I think he's a great player already. But from my understanding, anyway, Frimpong was already being lined up before Slot came, because we were looking at him from the time Trent and Real Madrid was kind of been talking for a long time. So I don't know. I think Slot. For me, I need to see another 2 seasons of Slot because everyone, yes, he won it in his first season. And everyone's talking about that, but let's not get it twisted. He inherited a team. There wasn't much he had to do.
There wasn't much he had to do.
The chemistry was already there in the team. He didn't really buy anybody. I don't think we bought anybody, in fact, that came. He didn't buy anyone that came into that first team. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have to do anything. All he had to do was get the guys to play together. They all knew each other. Everybody knows where Salah's going to run. Everybody knows what Nunez and Diaz are going to do. Everyone knows that Van Dijk's got their back. So all he had to do was try and get these guys to play his formation that he liked. But he didn't really need to do anything to build a team. The team's already built. So now that we've got guys in the team which are going to be leaving, which some are aging, so they might have 1 or 2 years left in their contract, I want to see what he can do as a manager to build a team. Because if Diaz is gone, we sadly lost Jota, rest in peace. And Diaz is gone, Nunez is gone. That's 3 players we've lost in attacking positions. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be nice to see what he's signing so far. To be fair, he's brought in 2 attackers, Wirtz and Ekikit. I can't pronounce the guy's name.
Ekitike,
yeah. Everyone knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Eti.
So I just want to see, how it goes down. This season is going to be a real revelation because Man City are not going to be as bad as they were last season.
No.
As much as I cuss United, I don't think Man United are going to be as bad.
Yeah. Arsenal will be
Chelsea have strengthened. Arsenal will be as
Chelsea's going to be popping this season.
So it'll be interesting to see how Liverpool do this season because everyone's strengthening, and with all the teams that struggled last season also strengthening. Because we picked up points from City, we picked up points from Arsenal, we picked up points from the big teams. It'll be interesting to see if we can do the same again, and I think that's where the league's going to be won in the big games. Yeah, no,
100%. I think a bit of a mention here as well. Walter Peters, he's gone to West Ham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good sneaky.
That's a nice little signing.
That's a nice little signing.
Yeah, that's a
you know what I'm
decent
saying?
signing
You know what I mean? Because he's just been a decent Carl Walker. You know what I'm saying? Carl Walker Peters. He's just been a decent guy. He's only 28 as well.
Yeah.
So he's not old at all, man. He knows, he knows his way around the Premier League, man. You know what I mean? So he's quite good here. I'm just checking any more interesting stuff that goes on out there. To keep to like I said,
would you guys, if you had the opportunity now, would you guys have signed Aubameyang? Would you have taken him? Because obviously he's just gone to Marseille now. He's just signed a 2-year contract with them. But if he was offered to United, would you be interested? No.
I'm not saying he's past it and he can't finish, but the Premier League, nah. No, I wouldn't say no.
I feel like you're disrespecting him the way you're saying nah, bro.
No. That's used goods by Arsenal, man. You know what I mean? So you don't want to keep away from that. I was looking through. There's nothing.
There's that young guy that City signed, Naipan.
Yes.
Like, if anyone knows this guy in terms of his football, he is quality, and I'm not even joking when I say he has the ability to be City's next De Bruyne or Marvez. You know, he is a quality player, and the fact that they got him and Shirky, because Shirky for me, like on the ball, he's amazing.
Yeah,
his work rate isn't great.
Yeah,
but on the ball, he's amazing. Him and Naipan.
Yeah,
if Naipan goes into, if they give Naipan first team, the opportunities like what they gave Foden at his age,
cool. Yeah. He's gonna be part. He's gonna be. He's gonna be.
He's a beast.
He's gonna be. He's gonna be
absolute
problem.
beast.
What I was gonna say about Chelsea getting kicked out of Europe. Well, the thing with Europe. Whoa, what's that about?
I don't know. I don't.
But yet, Man City
needs to be punished. No, on the real, the things that Man City have done, if Man City get a punishment that we see happening across football, Man City will be in the Championship.
In the Championship, bro? Probably Division 2, bro?
They probably won't go that deep on them just because of the money aspects of what they bring into the leagues and stuff here. But they'll at least be in the Championship. And I'm talking about Championship, but still on minus points in the Championship. Because we're talking about, what is it, 115 charges? Some madness like that? Yeah.
But they got whittled down to about a couple of points, they reckon.
It's crazy, bro. It's like absolutely crazy. Man City needs to be punished. And then...
But then just because of an ownership thing, Crystal Palace gets... If it was such a problem, they should not even be allowed to go into Europe. But for them to get relegated and push back up, who'd you get pushed up again? It was in that bottom one. Oh goodness sake, it wasn't the other one. What was the switch with? Nottingham Forest to go. Yeah, it's a bit of a.
The thing is, for me, Palace earned the right for them to be able to do what they think. Because don't forget that Palace earned that spot by winning the thing, bro. So it's like, for me, I look at it and I'm thinking, if you can go for your whole season, earn the right to be in Europe, and then a governing body can just come and strip it from you, regardless of what you've done in that season, what's the point? What's the point? Because a lot of these tournaments are put in place because people want to see these teams do well. I think Palace deserve to be there. Yeah, I think if I saw a petition come across my table saying sign it, I'd sign it.
Yeah, they got scammed. They scammed out there all day long. Yeah. But so far so good. But yeah, man. I think, bro, time's gone. I just looked up and time's gone, man. Honest, man. What else going on football? There's nothing else out there.
Nothing much.
Much.
Snoop Dogg out here making moves in England, but you know.
Yeah, boy.
Snoop Dogg making an investment into Swansea alongside Modric.
Yeah, man.
That's interesting for me, but you know. Nothing major going to come out of that.
Oh, LeBron's got money in your thing.
Yeah.
You know, it don't make no difference, does it?
Don't make no difference at all. It makes difference to his pocket, but it don't make no difference for the club.
Yeah, boy. Oh, one good story is Cazorla got promoted with his big club that he went to the beginning, and he's 40 years old, making a return. You know, he's a good baller. He was until that mad injury.
Yeah.
And he still was a baller afterwards. But you know, Premier League does mash you up and them things. But like, imagine, bro. I think at the stage he wasn't getting paid. He just wanted to play for them. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a passionate for the game, though, bro. Passion for the game. You don't see that in football no more.
Yeah, man. Rashford, take notes. But yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I like to see that, man. I like to see that.
Look at this, bro. Justin. So Newcastle.
Okay.
Newcastle have gone from saying that Isaac is not available for sale at all to now their manager saying it's difficult for me to give 100% clarity on any player.
Oh, and he was outside. Okay, this is the thing now. We talk. Would you be happy if you spent 120 mil on Isaac right now?
Based on the amount of money that we've just spent,
you know you could be broke.
One thing I've loved about Liverpool over the years is that we've not been like every other team and spent dumb money. We've worked our young people in. And like the reason we can spend now is because for the past 2 seasons we haven't spent. I was watching a football thing the other day, and it was showing that even with the money that we've spent now already on the players that we brought in, we still have enough money to buy Isaac for 120 and still be within the rules of fair play. And that's even before we sell Diaz and Nunez. You know what I'm saying? So from that perspective, yes. And from a Liverpool fan perspective, challenging for the title, I want Liverpool to hold on to it. I would love Isaac, because I know if Isaac comes here and Salah can get 30 goals a season, Isaac can get us 30 goals a season. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But money-wise, it's a lot of money to be leaving your club. It's a lot of money. Like, even if you've got it, it's like crazy amount of money. And that might just be my view on spending money as a person in general. But we've spent nearly 120 mil on Wirtz. We're about to spend like 75 mil on this Akite guy. So another 120 mil. So all our spending, like, since January, we've already gone past the 250 million.
Yeah,
mark.
cool. Yeah,
You
cool.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're talking about getting Isaac, and we're getting over the 300 million mark.
You gotta be selling. My guy, the Uruguayan. What's his name? Yeah, Nunez.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't mind
Nunez
Liverpool
and Colombian.
Yeah, because the way I view it is, okay, Liverpool made their money each season and not spent money. Yeah, you get your money for where you finish in the Premier League. We've been finishing top place, second place, blah blah. So that means that for the past 3 seasons, we've been guaranteed a minimum of 24 mil just by finishing the Premier League. Yeah, then you're talking about your 1.8 million that you get per Champions League game. Yeah, right. And then after you get the qualifiers, yeah, you get 8 million for getting to the qualifiers.
Yeah,
right. Or is it 12 million? And so for the past 3 seasons, we've been building up all this money, not including sponsorships and all this other stuff as well, just from the games that we played in, and we've not spent. So from that perspective, you can almost say it's our right now to spend how we want, because we've not been doing it while everybody else has been. Yeah. But yeah, again, it's a lot of money, man. A lot of money.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. But listen, guys, we're gonna be doing transfers. To get have conversations as we prep up, and we're only a few weeks away, about a couple weeks away from the start of the Premier League. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it just too early?
I can give you 1, 2, 3, 4. Based on what I'm seeing business wise, and what in terms of the transfer market.
Yeah. Who win the Premier League next season?
I'm still giving it to Man City. I love my Liverpool. I think we've got a great team. But there's just, while Pep is at Man City and while Pep is buying the players he's buying, you can't help but give Man City top. So I'm giving it to Man City. I'm giving Liverpool second, Arsenal third, and then I think it's going to be a dogfight again for the fourth place.
Cool. You never know, Man United buy 2 ballers.
I'm telling you, Man United make 2-3 more key signings, United could finish in the top 4.
And I can just focus on that football.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Because this is going to be Amorim's first full season. That's the other thing we need to remember is that whatever he's done or not done, he's had to try and manage the team through half a season.
Yeah, broken team, man. Broken team.
Yeah, this will be his first season, so we'll see.
All right, then. Guys, peace and love. Myself on the RVM show alongside Marx. This is how we do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, man. You know,
where's the scissors? Let me cut this short.
Yeah, no, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Yeah, all the hate out there, nice and silky. You know what I mean? This is how we do, man. You know, big up to everything. But listen, guys, blessings, man. Nothing but love, man.
What's going on, people? I'm DJ H, and make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Xtra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know, listen. Don't go anywhere. You know, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren. Yeah.